Welcome, welcome! It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And we're going to talk about the news of the week for Star Citizen, starting with the Roundmap Roundup that came out on Wednesday. Yes, I know, guys. My work is killing me. I want to get more videos out. This is definitely more of a passion project that I would love to do more of. So I've got to find a way to get you guys some videos. So let's start with some news for the week. And this is going to be the Roadmap Roundup for June 22nd, 2022. And they've made some changes to the release view. They've added colonialism outpost derelict. So they're implementing derelict outpost locations throughout Stanton with a colonial theme. Those locations will launch with missions, loot, and hostile AI encounters. The feature's been added to the Alpha 317 column and is targeted for delivery in Q2 3.17.2. That's right about now. It's in Evocati. They're testing it. It hasn't gone to Wave 1 yet or anything. So this is probably still a month off, guys, at least. That's what I'm thinking. They also added AI dropships and reinforcements. That's really cool. So they're going to enable AI ships to land and deliver reinforcements on non-structured ground areas, such as planetary terrain, where predefined landing area and assistance from air traffic control is not available. That's going to be available in 3.17.2 as well. So some pretty interesting fun there, where they get the colonialism outpost, and then they have also AI dropships and reinforcements, so they can bring in more people to come in and fight. If you get into the thick of things with some bad guys. On the progress tracker, they've added asteroid facilities. So adding the new asteroid facilities to the present universe, or persistent universe, they've handcrafted traversable areas offering different gameplay opportunities both in the interior and exterior of asteroids. This deliverable has been added to the EU Sandbox 1 team's schedule. And due to a shift in priority for vehicle concept art team, both to await specific systems coming online as well as additional resources needed on other upcoming vehicles, the following deliverables have been temporarily removed from the progress tracker until additional resources are allocated. And that is the RSI Orion, kind of saw that one coming, the MISC Hull B, Hull D, Hull E. Those are all waiting for the cargo refactor anyways, so nothing to worry about there, guys. That'll come. Don't worry, you'll get all your hulls eventually. They're coming. The Crusader Genesis Starliner. So we don't really have a good AI VIP gameplay yet. So the Starliner is going to be a little bit more difficult to bring into the game with an actual game loop. I would imagine we may get some of these as player ships, but also mostly as AI controlled ships to kind of test the AI walking and all that. But I imagine that won't come until we have more of the server meshing in place for that. What else? All right, so again, deliverables removed were the Genesis Starliner, the Hull B, and the RSI Orion. Deliverables added: asteroid facilities, mission manager app, the RSI Lynx. If you didn't know, the Lynx is the Ursa rover version that's supposed to go in the constellation Phoenix. So that's awesome that's actually starting to get some love. One unannounced vehicle that has 4 devs working on it, another unannounced vehicle, 1 dev working on it, and another unannounced vehicle with another dev working on it. By the way, if you want to check this out, you can go to the Star Citizen Discord, and Shiny Hobo has the Shiny Tracker app as well. Really cool. I get this delivered to my Discord so that I can actually see some of this stuff. Pretty awesome. So, what deliverables have had some sort of update? The Anvil Crucible, they've started working on, or the start date has been retracted, I'm sorry, but work has been added. So that one is not being worked on yet, but we have some news on it when it's going to start work. Bounty Hunter version 2, some work was added there. Bug fixing and tech debt work added there for both Squadron 42 and Star Citizen. Building interiors, an end date has been extended, and so more work was added to it. Dynamic events, more work added. Loreville Cityscapes, an end date was extended, as we were told it was supposed to be in 3.17.1, and that has been pushed back. Misk Odyssey, the end date has been retracted and more work added to it. Miscellaneous support, more work added. Quantum Simulation, the end date has been extended, more work added. RSI Apollo, an end date extended. Salvage Vehicle Munching, a start date has been retracted. Salvage Tier 0, the end date extended. Unannounced vehicle work added, unannounced vehicle work removed, and unannounced vehicle end date extended work added. If we want to go over here, we can actually see some more ongoing sprints. These have been going for a while, so I don't know when the actual end date will be. You could have look that up on the progress tracker, I'm sure. But AR and map marker system rework, 2 devs. Archon, 14 devs, so that's Squadron 42 only. The Argo SRV, 5 active devs for the PU. The Vanu Merchantman, 18 active devs for the PU. Bug fixing and tech debt, 106 active devs for both Squadron 42 and the PU. Building interiors, 25 devs working on that. Cargo system refactor, 6 devs have been working on that for the PU. Chapters 1, 2, 4, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 25, and 26, all still being worked on for Squadron 42 with various amounts of devs working on it. Character work, 11 active devs. Charge and Drain Tier 0, 1 active dev. Kimline, 6 active devs working on that for Squadron 42. The DGS Crash Recovery, 1 dev. DGS Mesh Node, 3 devs. The Drake Corsair, 10 devs working on that for the PU. The Vulture, 1 dev working on that. As we know, that should be coming out very soon, or at least by the end of the year. Entity Properties Plugin, 1 dev working on that. EVA Tier 2, 4 devs. FPS Devices Tier 1. FPS Radar and Scanning. Gainy, 4 devs. I don't know what Gainy is. Is that a person for Squadron 42? I'm not sure. Hacking Tier 0, 2 devs have been working on that. Hex, 5 devs. Jump Points, 1 dev. Ladders Tier 1, 2 devs. Lean Over Cover, 1 dev. Login Flow, 9 devs. Long-Term Persistence and Enhancements, 1 dev. Mantling Tier 2, that'll be fun. Map and Radar System Rework, 4 devs. Miscellaneous Support, 60 devs. Mobiglass Rework, 1 dev. Name Resolving API, 1 dev. Outpost Homestead Independent and Outlaw, 20 devs. Outpost Theme Variants, 6 different devs. Persistent Streaming and Server Meshing, we have 35 devs working on that right now. Player Interaction Experience Tier 0, Hints and Interactions. Tier 1, Lockers and Inventory. And Tier 2, Visor HUD and Helmet have a total of 7 devs working on that for both Squadron 42 and the PU. Player Reflection, 1 dev. Proximity Mines, 2 devs. I still haven't found those. Have you been across Proximity Mines? Yeah, I haven't seen those. Pyro Space Stations, 18 devs still working on that. Quantum Travel Experience, 2 devs. Rescue and Transport Missions, 2 devs still working on that. Resource Management, 9 devs. RSI Scorpius, 2 devs, I'm sorry. So they're still working on the Scorpius, trying to give some final touches to it right now. It's not gold standard as far as I know, but maybe that's what they're still working on. Satellites, Points of Interest, 2 active devs. Shops and Patrons, 4 active devs. Space Mines, 1 dev. Star Words Improvements, 2 devs. Theaters of War Miscellaneous Support, still have 10 devs working on that. As you know, the company that was working on that for Star Citizen is no longer involved, and it's come back in-house. I don't know if they hired those staff, those members of that company, to start working on it or to continue working on it, or if they now have somebody in-house that's working on Theaters of War. We've been waiting on this for a couple of years. I know my org is really looking forward to Theaters of War because it will bring a new element to how you can train for small groups and large groups for warfare in the game. And it's going to be really important for training up your military-minded members of your orgs. Also, I think it'd be great for a competitive mode for Star Citizen. I've been talking about that for a long time. Something I really think that Star Citizen needs. It'll bring in some other streamers, some big names and stuff like that, which I do want to talk about here in a moment. So we got Unannounced Vehicle, 2 devs working on that. Unannounced Vehicle, 6 devs. And then Underground Facilities, 8 devs. Pfizer and Lens rework. And then a Weapon Misfire and Wear, 1 dev working on that. Zero G Push and Pull, 2 devs working on that. They've been working on that for, like, I don't know, 8 years. So it's been a while. So some of these deliverables are have increased people working on them. Some decreased. Some stayed the same. You got a key chart here that's available, so definitely check that out. So what do I want to talk about for streamers and stuff like that? So if you haven't noticed, some very famous streamers or gamers have been getting into Star Citizen as of late. One of which was Summit 1G. If you don't know who Summit is, he was one of the best players in what was it? Oh my goodness. Counter-Strike. Yeah. So he was one of the CSGO veterans, and I mean, he was one of the top players in that. He was really good in PUBG. I mean, he's a FPS kind of guy, very good at FPS games. Very popular streamer to watch on Twitch. A lot of people like watching him do Grand Theft Auto. But he does a variety of games nowadays, including he's done some Star Citizen. So, yeah, awesome to have Summit get involved with Star Citizen, though I think he wants to wait until it's progressed a little bit further. Another person that has been playing some Star Citizen as of late, Jack Frags. If you know, he's got like 1.3 million or 2 million followers on YouTube. I could only dream to have that many. But he's been playing some Star Citizen, and he's been completely blown away by the game itself. He's pretty much said that there's nothing like it out there. We all, of course, know this. But to have Jack Frags come in and tell his huge audience the same thing, that's awesome. Should be bringing in a lot more players. Now, the other person that I've noticed that has been playing lately is Dr. Lupo. I'm a Dr. Lupo fan. I love watching Dr. Lupo. He plays in games from Fortnite to Escape from Tarkov. You know, he really likes to stick with certain games. He's done some D&D streams as well. Lupo is very popular for his charity streams for St. Jude's. I'm a big fan of Dr. Lupo. I think he's a great dude. He does some great stuff, and I like the fact that he's getting into the game, and the fact that he has played Tarkov as long as he has. Well, it's been in beta, and he's really stuck with it, and he's come over to Star Citizen, and he seems to enjoy playing Star Citizen, and not even necessarily as a role player, but just playing the game. You know, I think it's great having those extra eyes on there. Kind of sucks that those guys come in and they immediately have, you know, people giving them millions and millions of credits, and that they're, you know, getting not millions, but hundreds and hundreds of referrals right off the bat. But hey, good for them. They can use their platform to get more eyes on the game, increase the amount of players in the game, and ultimately it's a better thing for Star Citizen to get these players. How do you keep these players interested? That is the issue. The game is still being developed. Players like Summit, it's not a complete game. Yet he sees the potential, but he doesn't want to invest the time necessarily in playing the game until the game is more fully fledged out. And a lot of you may be in the same exact boat that he is you want a more filled out game before you really start investing the time and energy into it. Lupo may find the same, he may feel the same way after playing it for a little while. I don't know. That could hurt the game, could help the game. I don't know how it's going to turn out. To me, it seems like it may hurt the game more because it's not fleshed out and these guys are putting so much eyes on it, and people are going to get in and get frustrated when some bugs happen and things like that. So if you are a fan of these people and you are coming over and watching the game or playing the game, please keep that in the back of your mind that it's not a complete game yet. Eventually it will be, and eventually it'll be the best damn game anybody has ever played. So yeah, that's all I really want to say about the streamers coming in. I think it's great for the game, short term and potentially long term as well. But we need something that's going to keep those big names involved. And I really think that they could have worked harder on a competitive mode for Theater of War that could have done some of that. So we'll see where CIG want to go with their community stuff and the game itself. I know there's a huge push on Squadron 42 right now. It will be coming out hopefully in the next couple of years, but they have a huge push to get it out sooner rather than later. And once that's done, who knows what their actual plans are going to be with the PU, and if there will be competitiveness or if they're going to cater more towards those big streamers or little streamers or not. But guys, thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. I'm not a big name like Dr. Lupo, Jack Frags, or Summit 1G, but I do want to thank each and every one of you guys who tune into my videos. You guys are awesome. It really does help, and I do promise to get more videos out here soon. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy. Please make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button. Comment down below, and I'll see you guys out in the verse.